Hey, what's up, everybody? Michael here, and we just got a release from Sistro, which was GoldHEN version 2.4 B18.4. Now, what is included in this release is official support for firmwares 12.00 and 12.02 support. Now, if we take a look at the message here from Sistro, it states, "Hi all, the new beta is out. Sorry for the wait, but I've been busy." Again, this supports 12.00 and 12.02. Next release will add new features, yet in testing, and new firmware support. And if we look down here in the changelog, we can just see the added support for those two firmwares, and it states, "As always, I remind you that this is a beta version, and despite my and the testers' careful checks, some bugs may emerge, and report them on the Discord server if found." Now, in order to download this, you do need to be logged in, and you do need to put something in this field right here and then press Get Now. And there you can see it shows that I'm signed in, and we're going to go to Checkout Now. And right there are the files, so you can select View Content and then just download the zip file. So now that we've got the files, we are going to need to load this on a PS4 12.00 or 12.02, and that is going to require us to use the Lua plus the Lapse exploit. And this nice little package right here just combines everything automatically together, and it auto loads HEN with the Lua plus the Lapse exploit. Now, just to save you some time here, if you do want to use this, you will need to get one of these games located right here. And of course, they are fairly expensive, but if you are already on the very latest firmware, then you can download these demos, because you will need to create a Japanese account. If you do have a very latest and greatest PlayStation 4, go ahead and get those Lua demos installed. And again, it is just by following this video right here, you will be able to get all of the demos installed in case there is a future jailbreak. And so now you may be asking me, okay, Michael, I have one of these game demos, such as Akagi 2, which is exactly the one that I bought. And I do have a video that covers how to do this through Apollo Save Tool if you happen to have another jailbroken PlayStation 4. Now, if you don't have another jailbroken PlayStation 4, but would need to sign your save games, there is this HTOS bot that is currently available. And basically what you do is you come in here and you find a bot such as the Welcome to the PS Save tool. And after you click on the Get Started, it goes ahead and initiates a sequence. And you can use this to re-sign your save games as well. The problem that I currently have with this is that this bot could go down at absolutely any moment. And so that is the real reason that I prefer to teach people how to do this with Apollo Save Tool, because that cannot go away. So if you are set up and you are ready to use PS4_auto LL, then you will note that the only thing that you need to do here is you need to put a file named payload.bin on the root of your USB drive and give it the name of payload.bin. Now, if you look at the files that we got from Sistro, you'll see there is a GoldHEN.bin. All you're going to need to do is to just rename this to payload.bin and put it on the root of your USB drive, and it will just work. Okay, so here is how this should be done. So let's go ahead and launch our Lua game here, and I have the brand new GoldHEN 12.02 on here. And again, I am on 12.02. Payload copies successfully, and bam, right there we are. We're in GoldHEN 2.4 B18.4 has been loaded. So let's go over here to GoldHEN, and we'll just go to the About and see if anything has changed in here. And it doesn't look like it does, but Now we can officially run all of our fake package games and so forth on a 12.02 system. How freaking cool is that? And even some of your other games that are fake packages will run just like they normally have been running on your PlayStation 4 9.00, for example. And so you might be wondering now, what about things like game overlays and cheats and so forth? Well, yes, the cheats do appear to be working here. Now, this game doesn't have any, but if we want to go in and we want to try things like game overlays and other things, we could come in here to GoldHEN, go to game overlay. We'll just turn on the frames per second counter and the system information. And maybe this time I'll try a different game here. And right up there at the top, you can see we now have our system information that's being processed, as well as down at the bottom, we have a frames per second counter. And there you go. You can see it's kicked in now. And well, with this very lame game, you can see it's running at 60 frames per second right now, which is pretty cool. Now, for the rest of these settings here, I definitely encourage you to go in and to check them out. I have been going in and out of rest mode as I've been doing my own testing here just to make sure that everything is working properly. And well, it seems very, very solid for me. And if you are connected to the internet, then obviously you can do some of the advanced features, such as coming in here and turning on your FTP server, for example. So I just went ahead and put a check on that. It gives me my IP address and port as 2121. And so you can use something like FileZilla, and here I've set up my profile, and I just provided my PS4's IP address as well as the port number that just came up. And then for encryption, we're going to use only plain, and then we're going to leave login type as anonymous and press connect. And you may get a dialog box there that you do have to accept, which says that it is insecure, but at this point, you have access to your PlayStation 4's hard disk drive on a 12.02 instance in this case right here. So this is very, very cool. Everything is back up and running again. And don't forget, you can come back up here into GoldHEN, and then you can obviously install all of your packages like you have done so in the past. And so obviously right here, this is checking my USB drive and it found one from there. And that is how you can get all of your homebrew applications and games installed. What is very nice is that now we have GoldHEN available for 12.00 and 12.02. Anyways, thank you so very much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Michael, out!